Let's see what he's got to say.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the next Xvault gaming video. Xvault here, and today we're going to go over the newly announced Steam machine that has been dropped, almost shadow dropped, but we knew it was going to happen. Does this pose a threat to the console ecosystem or space?
Already, does this prove a threat to the console ecosystem? It's just a pre-built PC. No different than the pre-built PCs already. Now, granted, Valve is making it. It's coming with Steam OS. Like, already these guys are thinking about the console market and all this shit. I mean, these guys are pathetic.
Does this give you more options? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? What's this mean for everybody involved in regards to...
What's this mean for who involved? Who's going to be involved with this? He's talking about Nintendo and PlayStation?
The gaming industry. Let's go ahead and go over some opinions, some insights, and a few screenshots here for additional context.
Oh, yeah, of course we have some screenshots, yes.
So, without further ado...
Oh, wait a minute. So I'm confused, right? What type of video is this going to be if he has screenshots? Is he going to be talking about the tech? What is he going to be doing?
Let's go ahead and jump to it.
You're not... Nice try. You're not going to get me that time.
So like I was saying, what we're going to do is get right to the theme here in regards to the Steam machine, the new Steam hardware that is going to be released in 2026. Does this pose a threat to the gaming ecosystem as far as competition towards PlayStation, towards Nintendo?
Oh, my competition.
Or even towards Xbox in their new direction, being this supposed hybrid console PC type of situation. So the first...
I mean, but it's a PC. And this is what I'm saying. How is this thing... Now, granted, like I said, Valve made it, right? And it's going to have Steam OS. But, I mean, you could do that with any pre-built PC. Like, I don't understand this angle, right? It's just a little console fanboy who wants to talk about the goddamn Steam machine. Shout out to Top Shelf Gaming. He said 6. I was a Sony fan at first, and my homie convinced me to get a PC, so I got a pre-built. I loved it so much, I brought it back and built one. Once console get a taste of PC, you will never go back. No threat from console. Hey, talk that shit. And shout out to Top Shelf Gaming. That's my dog. Yeah, once you go to PC, once you get a taste of the nicer things, you'll never want to go back. That's why it's so crazy that these guys try to fearmonger the shit and make it seem like it's complicated or something. Like, it's odd to me, but shout out to Top Shelf Gaming, man. Yeah, damn.
First one we're going to do here is show a screenshot of Phil Spencer himself congratulating him.
Wow. So here we are talking about the Steam machine. Now, granted, Xbox should be worried, but now we're going to show a screenshot of Phil Spencer. Wow.
In this response into this announcement, right? So let's go ahead and take a look here. He states, gaming moves forward.
My boy says, goddamn, the old news. Well, to be fair, this is a video from 7 days ago, right? So I'm a little bit old on it. Like I said, we got a little bit of a backlog. There's another one I want to react to from this guy.
When players and developers have more ways to play and create, especially across open platforms. Word salad here and a bunch of bullshit, but here we go.
I mean, how is that a lie? Gaming moves forward when players and developers have more ways to play and create, especially across open platforms. I mean, he's pretty much talking about being able to play on your preferred hardware and having different ways to experience your games, different environments, different settings. How is that a bad thing?
Expanding access across PC, console, and handheld devices reflects a future built on choice, core values that have guided Xbox's vision from the start. As one...
Don't get me wrong. I mean, this definitely does sound like some fluffy fluff. Like, hey, you know, we still dropping the Magnus, niggas. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't see anything wrong with what he's saying.
One of the largest publishers on Steam, we welcome new options for players to access games everywhere. Congrats on today's announcement, and of course shows the announcement from Valve showing off their hardware within that ecosystem. Right?
Oh, it's all good, Xvault. No need for you to get salty. I mean, PlayStation's a publisher on Steam too, right? And they even got the 67 discount, right, going on right now, right? Go ahead and get the discount and grab some of those exclusives.
Right. I think this was always...
Yeah, how is it bullshit when Sony games are on Steam? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, dog, relax. It's okay, right? PlayStation feels the same way.
Xbox's vision from the future, though, guys. This isn't a Salty Batch Files episode, but...
I mean, you could have fooled me. Here you are, coping and seething over Phil Spencer. I mean, shit. It seems like a Salty Batch file to me.
the bull crap. You can't state this any more ridiculousness than what you see here, right? But this has never been their core values. This has never been what they were looking for. This is not their original vision until they...
Okay, and is what's going on with PlayStation, was that their original vision? You think they plan to put Helldivers on the Xbox, right? You think they plan to put fucking Horizon games on the Nintendo, right? I could have swore when they put the first, what was it, Horizon Zero Dawn, they tried to lie and say, now granted, that doesn't mean that all of our games are going to PC, right? You think this was their original plan?
Lost the quote.
My boy Paris said, "Oh yeah, he's hurt."
Console wars. So I just find
did he just say they lost the console wars?
Vision until they lost the quote console wars. So I just find this as coming off as very disingenuous, but I'm sure he is excited in a lot of different ways due to the fact...
Okay, you think he's a loser and he shouldn't be talking like this since he lost the console war. Okay.
That, you know what? They are now a full-on third-party publisher, and they're going to be even more so. We'll get to those thoughts as well, but let's continue. I have some other examples I want to share. With this hot on the heels of being announced, right? And exclusives are a hot, contentious topic for Xbox fanboys and PC.
No, for you fanboys. And no way he's about to take shots at them. See, this is why you guys be getting stomped out. This is why you little peasants. This is why we have to come in and rain on your parade, because they always like to swipe at the ankles of the PC guys, don't they?
The elitists alike. And Jez chimes in, of course.
I thought you had a PC, right? Or a gaming laptop.
The whole exclusives arguments look silly now. Steam is launching a console with both Xbox and PlayStation titles.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I've been wondering, I've been trying to see where the exclusives are, right? I've been looking far and wide, right? Pause. Trying to find where the exclusives are. Yes, it does sound very, very silly.
So now, guys, we lost the console war.
Oh.
Exclusives are moot point. I mean, what a parrot. What a parrot for this corporation.
Oh, no, you don't get to say that. Let me pull up the fucking receipts. He doesn't get to say that, because I seen him doing some shit the other day, and it was so goofy for somebody his age. Let me see if I can find this shit. This nigga wants to talk about a parrot. This goofy ass nigga. Let me see. From this guy. And mind you, this was November the 5th. He wants to talk about a parrot. Look at this shit. They were talking about this weak-ass portal, this streaming tablet. This nigga said, what an amazing feature for this accessory. Affordable, streamline, turn on and play. The cloud streaming is very low latency. Look at this old-ass goofball dick riding this fucking corporation. I seen this shit. I don't even think I talked about this shit on stream, but I just tucked it away because I said I never want to hear this nigga talking about being a shill. I mean, look at these little bubble points that he did and everything. This is some goofy shit. I've never seen a grown man do no shit like this. Just extremely sad, right? I'll put this over to the side while I build my case with this goofy nigga.
For Microsoft and Jez isn't the only one. We have a lot of other people out there that I'm not going to name their names right now.
Oh yeah, because you're too pussy.
Probably should, but I'm not going.
Do it.
To. But they're harping on the whole.
And even if you do it, to be honest with you, they probably won't mention your name. Right? Maybe that's why you keep on mentioning theirs.
Exclusives don't matter. It's a thing of the past. All this stuff. I still strongly disagree, and this is not an exclusive.
PlayStation doesn't, though.
This video, but I still strongly disagree that exclusives don't have a place in today's economy or industry. They matter. They create and exude confidence, quality, give bolstering competition between ecosystems. They are needed in a myriad of ways. Anybody looking to have this pillar...
I mean, but how does that benefit the consumer, right? Maybe there might be some people that hypothetically will jump over a paywall to play a game, but how does this benefit you, right? I mean, this is insane. We're still running with this narrative.
Destroyed, cut off.
Yeah, literally, Colt Eastwood, the catfish. Yeah, like always, like we already know who he's gonna pull up.
Whatever acronym that you want to put in place in the...
Yeah, Xvault, cut the crap. None of what you said was true for the consumers. Yeah, I know they always have to step into the fucking shoes of the corporation. This is why it's like, I don't want to hear him talk about shill or any of this shit. Like, this guy's just a little PlayStation bitch.
Adjective, any, synonyms, all that sort of stuff. They are needed. They are needed wholeheartedly to...
Then why don't you guys have any? right? Then where are y'all's, right? Where are the exclusives? Where art thou, right? I mean, goddamn, you can count on one hand the exclusives, and we know they're going to PC, right? What was it? Death Stranding 2, Stellar Blade, right? Now, granted, Astro Boy might not make its way over, right? But there's been rumors I've heard here and there, right? At least I've seen on Twitter, right? I'm not gonna act like I have insiders or nothing. But I've heard rumors that the devs were talking about possibly putting it on other platforms, right? I mean, literally, you can count on one hand the games that are not going. What's it called? You can count on one hand the games that are not going to PC. Like maybe Demon Souls. It's just crazy, right? That Pokemon game is dog shit. What happened to equality? Yeah, but bet Xvault has a Sony stamp, 1,000%. Yo, Six, who else we got tonight? Oh, don't worry, we got some shit, right? He and the others just won't admit they love popularity contests for validation. That's exactly what it is.
State otherwise is absurd, and if you don't, again, you have other intent behind that agenda. So I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry at the same time. Exclusives matter. They always will for as long as they can. And
what are you? Did he just say, I'm sorry, not sorry? What are you talking about? My boy Med says the full PS5 exclusive list: Horizon Call of the Mountain, Demon Souls, Astro Boy, Yote, Death Stranding 2. That's all 5. Yes, and the funny thing is, Death Stranding 2 and Yote, we know is going to PC, right? GT7 isn't exclusive, so I'm not counting it as it's on PS4. Oh, okay. I mean, shit, I'll even throw that one in there, right? I mean, they need them badly.
Other intent
for this weak-ass narrative, anyway.
Behind that agenda. So I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry at the same time. Exclusives matter. They always will for as long as they can, and competition is needed. But we'll continue to go over that.
Competition for what? Competition for who can make people jump over a paywall, right? And it's crazy because we see the top selling games. It's not the exclusive, right? You may be able to see a hot selling exclusive 1 month when the game comes out, but when you look at the grand scheme of it, right, for the most part, it's multi-plat games. Those are the top selling games.
Now, again, not a salty batch files, but look what we're doing.
I mean, but you're still coping and see that you're extremely salty.
Doing for the placeholder time being with Mr. Colt Eats Wood here.
There we go. We knew this was going to show up.
Xbox versus Steam machine shows Valve made a big mistake. Xbox is just getting started.
Okay, now I'm not going to lie. I do think this is a little bit silly, right? I do find this goofy saying that, what's it called? Valve made a big mistake, right? I do think this is a little bit in the console warrior, what's it called? Frame, definitely 1,000%.
And then, of course, he has this video, Rebuild 2026, right? Of course, we're already in damage control, guys. Hold up. Steam and Valve are the ones that's in trouble now. They're the ones that are in trouble now.
I mean, nigga, you're the same person in the beginning of this video talking about what does this mean for everyone else. You be doing this goofy shit. This is literally what you're doing in this video right now.
Guys, not Xbox.
You don't get to sit and point and say, what is he doing? The same shit you're doing.
Xbox, not their new pivot. They're the ones that are coming out hard hitting. I don't know what he's going for. Again, we'll have to kind of wait and see, honestly, in regards to all this. But what
do you mean you don't know what he's going for? And it's crazy because you said this isn't a salty batch file video or whatever the fuck, but it's literally says Xbox should be worried about the Steam machine. So you're pretty much like prefacing it like you're going to analyze, I guess, the market, even though we know that you're not capable of doing that. You just lack, the intelligence to do so. So I don't know what this video is. You saying it's not a salty batch files, but it definitely seems like it is, right? Whatever it is dog shit. You're in a way doing the same thing that he's doing. You're trying to talk about the effect this is going to have on the console market, right?
Isn't the case to be made. It's way too early to be telling.
Boy said, "Is that the Steam controller?" Oh yeah, that shit look dope. I want to get one of them hoes badly.
What's going on for Xbox and Microsoft?
Okay, Mr. Vinicius Blade said the catfish is next up. He loves that catfish. I wouldn't be surprised if that's next up as well.
And what's going on for Steam and Valve in their entry into this pseudo console PC ecosystem they're bringing out.
But that's not what they're doing. They're making a PC. I always got to pull this picture up. I mean, just nonstop. It's crazy, right? It's getting tiresome, right? It's just the same narratives. And this is what I mean by like the PlayStation pipeline or even just like the console fanboy pipeline. They just all run with the same narratives. It's just exhausting, honestly. But let me pull this shit up real quick. One moment. The good old fashioned, and it's just funny. Like I said, these were the main people talking about what's a console, what's not a console. Now all of a sudden they're trying to call this PC a console, even though it's very clear that it's a PC. And when Valve was marketing, the information they put out describes it as a PC. All right, I just don't understand why they're trying to make this thing a console. It's very weird. It's almost like they just want a console where it, instead of actually talk about the benefits that it could provide. I guarantee you he won't go over that one time.
Out to make it more
He's just going to show tweets of other console fanboys like himself.
to make it more, more entry level, so to speak, right? So you don't have to go to the extent of paying over $1,000 plus to get into PC gaming and stuff like that. But it's just way too early to tell. We all know how the Steam machine, the first iteration, the first go around.
Yeah, I agree, Stranger Tub. It is literally as PC as it can get. I don't know why it's literally just the shape and the size of it. That's it. And that just shows like how small-minded these guys are. Meanwhile, people have been saying from the beginning that if you wanted to make like a small box that you could put in the living room, you could do that. Right? Valve does it and streamlines it or whatever. We don't really know what the price is going to be. Valve does it. And now all of a sudden these guys want to call this shit a console. This shit is insane to me.
How that worked out, but this is a different time period. This is a different crack at it, and I think there's some potential here. So, but as we continue to go on from Mr. Fraud Eastwood here,
Fraud Eastwood,
Pete Tisma here states, by the way, a question under Mike.
What type of transition was this?
Pete Tisma here.
Look at this shit. It's a Game Boy.
By the way, a question under Mike Ibarra. Do you think Microsoft is worried about this? Next-gen Xbox is supposed to be something like this, but hopefully it runs a slimmed-down version of Windows, like Xbox OS, and not regular Windows that will kill it. And we're obviously running into a lot of these issues with the ROG Ally X, right? Because Windows-based, etc., you have to do a bunch of different stuff and tweaking, and we all know how that works. But as you can see, Mike Ibarra here. No, I think the ultimate destination for Xbox is a publisher, which is fine, and it is. It is. That's where you're going to see the success, right? Not a platform owner. This is nothing but good news for them long term. And again, I agree. I've said this multiple times even before Mike was coming out and saying.
So they're downplaying Windows. I mean, I've seen people describe Windows as a platform, right? I thought this was the platform wars, but okay.
Nah. Agree with your comment on Windows, right? And yeah, Windows needs to be a thing of the past. If you want to do anything in regards to gaming centric or leaning towards mostly gaming for these even PC hybrid stuff, we have to figure out a better OS. We have to figure out a better...
So instead of improving Windows, we're just going to get rid of it?
Method of desktop running, right? Between Linux and stuff.
Yeah, meanwhile, PlayStation is a publisher as well. Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like that as well. Once they crack that code for PC, once they figure that out, and we get to bypass all the stuff, the intricacies, if you don't want to delve into the intricacies of PC gaming from mods and everything else...
What are you even talking about? This is what I mean. You're just speaking vague. So you're saying once they get rid of the intricacies, why don't you explain what that is, right? Because you're just sitting here trying to make PC gaming seeming like it's more complicated than what it is.
Then we're getting to another level finally. We're getting to another level where the casual gamers especially can pick something up like that and be like, hey, I do get a lot of games and a lot of options this way, and it's more of a plug and...
You can already do that, and it's already plug and play, right? You're just being disingenuous. And these are the same talking points we hear all the time.
Play method. This
What up, Arioka? What's happening?
is what I'm looking for. For those stating that your typical PC and stuff is plug and play,
yes,
that's very disingenuous. There's still
how so? Explain.
a lot of caveats to that.
Like what?
There's a lot of caveats.
Like what? What are you going to say? My drivers having to change resolution? Explain what's not plug and play. Explain. I plug in the power. I plug in the fucking HDMI cable. Please explain. Sponge Leader. Thank you, Sponge, right? He says, my brother-in-law was trying his hardest to make me believe something that was false about the Magnus. He actually thinks it will be $1,200. Hey, I mean, you never know, right? It'll be interesting to see when the price comes out, right? I won't say that it won't be that much, but I mean, we might as well just wait and see what the price is going to be. Same thing with the Steam machine, right? Yeah. It might be, though, but we don't know for a fact.
To that. So I'm trying to help the PC folks out here.
Oh, shut up, nigga. How can you help the PC folks out when you don't know anything? You don't know Nathan. You can't even help out yourself. Help explain what's complicated about PC. You can't do it. Explain how it's not plug and play. Explain.
For the casual market and for the gamer-centric folks only that don't care about the deep dive of stuff, okay?
I don't care about that shit either. Explain.
If you unlock a perfect OS or close to perfect OS that's similar
A perfect OS. See, and this is what I mean. What is that? Explain. You're just talking shit about the operating system now, right?
replicates.
Now, don't get me wrong. Windows does need improvement, but it's like if they're working towards improving it, at least they're moving in that direction. At least they stated that's what they're trying to do.
Right? Console usage with very minimal effort, out of the box type of scenario, and it's ready to go.
That's pretty much where PC is, right? Literally, I bought my PC. I didn't put the shit together. They put the shit together. I drove home with the shit. I put it on my desk. I plugged it in, and that's where we are now. And to this day, right? And like I said, and I keep that bitch on like the refrigerator. What am I missing? What is so complicated? Especially when you guys need updates, right? When you guys get a console, you have to update it and all this shit. And there's still updates outside of that. What am I missing?
Very little tweaking, if any at all. I'm talking, you're taking your PS5, your PS4, your Xbox One, your Series S or X, your Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
You plug it in, you set up your internet connections, and you're ready to go. I'm talking.
Okay, and how is that any fucking different than getting your PC, going to settings, clicking on the Wi-Fi, right? Entering your password and connecting to the fucking Wi-Fi. If you ask me, it's easier to type in than using that damn controller. Right? Your goddamn Wi-Fi password, because your password's probably a little bit complicated, right? Yeah, just like you would on your PC. Like, what are you talking about?
That simple, okay? Once you unlock that in the PC ecosystem with the PC architect behind it,
and that's been unlocked. That's why you see there's more PC users than console users. But you guys keep on trying to fearmonger using PC and making it seem like it's more complicated than what it is.
I think we're open for another level, but that's kind of what a console is, right? But I don't think everybody's ready to jump over to that PC ecosystem.
Yeah, I mean, a console is just a gimped PC where you have to pay to access your internet. You know, you're in a closed ecosystem.
Just yet, if you're looking beyond the subset there. That's what's interesting to me. And one little piece I do want to talk about before we just start diving into the competition aspect here is...
What have we even dived into? Pause. All you've done is pull up tweets. That's it. You haven't talked about Nathan. You haven't explained anything. And then you just sat here and coped about PC gaming, trying to say that you're trying to help out the PC elitists, right? I mean, all of this shit is just flat out ignorance, right? They talk like people are cavemen and don't know how to use a mouse. Yeah, like people don't know how to use a simple computer. Like most people have to use a computer for their fucking job. Like this shit is disingenuous.
Let me show this controller here. The Steam Machine controller here. This is my thing here. I think the design is like, first of all, the console. You're seeing the controller right now, right? But first,
yeah, that's definitely a day one. I'm gonna get that hoe, right? I don't know if I'm gonna get the Steam Machine, but this is a day one. I definitely, without a doubt, I'm getting this hoe.
Real quick, the console looks like a Series X chopped in half, right? Which isn't a bad thing.
You don't like that. No. And you took that personal.
Whatever. It just looks real similar to a Series X, just chopped in half. I think that's great. Smaller sizes, certain power, great. You can pick it up, set it up wherever, right? That's key. If you're not having one of these handhelds, I think that's the next step in evolution for these consoles. If you can do so with decent power or more, then great. I don't think there's anything wrong with the design. I just think that's funny that it's so similar. But additionally, this controller, I'm not sold on it. I mean, it's great. It has two little...
yeah, it's not my DualSense. We get it.
You know, touch pads to move around for your mouse, keyboard, whatever type of situation.
Yeah, I mean, after using like the Steam Deck, I kind of like the layout of like how they have like, because typically I do like the joysticks to be offset. I think it's what they call it, but I do like them kind of being on the same level, being at the top. I just feel like the Steam Deck fits well in hand. I don't know how well that's going to show on this controller, but I really do like the trackpads. The trackpads are A1, you know what I mean? And I feel like as good as, because one thing, I be using the desktop mode a lot on my Steam Deck, and those trackpads come in so much. It's come in so handy. So it's like, you know, you might actually be able to use this shit when it comes to just you know, surfing the web or whatnot. But I mean, you still probably need to use the keyboard to type, definitely.
But, you know, some people don't like that the analog sticks aren't offset like the Xbox's controller. I don't like offset. I'm fine either way, but I prefer symmetrical. It does
Oh, yeah, of course he does.
look like just not good.
Yeah, it's not my DualSense.
This doesn't look good. It looks like a rock you find on a beach, just a thick rock that you find on a beach.
It looks like a rock you find on the beach.
Add some buttons on here, you're good to go. But yeah, I mean, have I seen worse? Yes. I didn't like the original
Yeah, the controller looks amazing to me. Yeah, I like it. Like I said, I'm a trackpad fiend.
Steam controllers. I really didn't. Is this a step in the right direction? In some aspects, yes, but as a whole, I think it looks ugly. I haven't had this.
Oh, it looks ugly. Nigga, have you seen the PS5? That shit look deformed, right? That shit look like it was left in the radiation or some shit. That shit is a very weirdly, oddly shaped.
In my hand, so I can't tell you, hey, this still feels great. It operates great, analogs, etc. But just wanted to share that as well. Now, as we continue,
And this is what I mean. This is what you wanted to share. You just wanted to say that the shit looks like a rock on the beach. This is your insight, right? Not only are you dog shit at your salty batch files, right? But whatever the hell this is, I don't know if you're trying to step into discussing tech. I don't know what this is, but all you're doing is talking about what it fucking looks like. Like, you are silly.
to talk, I'm going to let the trailer for the Steam Machine device play in the background here as I talk, but what I'm going to talk about right now,
now he's done
quick,
disappeared.
is the competitive aspect of this. What
Yeah, not my DualSense. Literally, it's not my DualSense. I don't like it. Shout out to Draco 2 times. He said, Stone Cold Gaming, definitely. A PS5 is real. Looks way worse. It's so much bigger than you think. I've seen that shit in person like 2 or 3 times. Steam controller looks cool. The first one was horrible to me. I think I've seen the first one before, actually, right? I'm liking the way this new one looks, though.
does this mean for Xbox? What does this mean for PlayStation and or Nintendo?
I mean, what's changing? It's just a pre-built. What the fuck? I mean, honestly, like, don't get me wrong. I know it's going to be 6 times stronger than the Steam Deck, but essentially, what's the difference between this device being in the market and the Steam Deck, right? I mean, you can dock the Steam Deck and pretty much use it and get the same experience that you're going to be able to get out of the Steam Machine, even though the Steam Machine is going to get 6 times stronger. You guys get what I'm saying?
I think, again, right now, it's still just a tad bit too early to tell how this is going to affect the industry, how it's going to
Then why are you making a video?
affect the landscape again.
And you don't even have the wherewithal to be able to talk about how this is going to affect the industry. Like, what, you just wanted to yap and show fucking some Colt Eastwood and Jez Corden tweets.
And I don't think this is here to, the Steam Machine is not here to disrupt too.
It's so weird how ponies always have to be dismissive towards every brand because they feel they're threatening the PlayStation's legacy or something. That's what I'm saying. They're literally trying to console war this thing. So now they want to classify it as a console, even though Valve has made it very clear that it's a PC. It's very odd.
Too much, if I'm going to be honest. I think that if it's going to affect anybody the most, it's going to affect Xbox. It's going to affect
yes, of course.
that ecosystem.
It's funny that he says that, but it's like literally, like I said, if you're an Xbox fan and you've been keeping up with the news and whatnot, and you know that the new consoles are gonna have Steam, what would be the benefit of you going over to the Steam Machine, right? Unless maybe price, you know what I mean? I don't understand it, right? It seems like Xbox is prepared for where gaming is going, with, you know, PC being one of the main center focuses.
The most, because we're looking at what Xbox is trying to do, right? They're trying to do this hybrid situation, and again, they won't straight out the game.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. My boy says this is the OG Steam controller. Holy. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This shit definitely looks a little bit off. I don't like the button placement at all. I don't like my buttons, right? Not the buttons. Right? I don't like the buttons. I think it definitely was an improvement, right? It definitely crawled. So the new one, yeah, that looks interesting, yes, to say the least. I think the new one looks definitely better. For sure.
Tell us right now. It's still too early for them to tell us anything. But I do think this throws a wrinkle into their plans a little bit. So that's who it's going to affect.
How so? How does it throw a wrinkle into their plans?
Do I think it's going to affect PlayStation or Nintendo as much? No. Will you probably be able to do a bunch of things on here, emulate, etc.?
Yes. Yeah, you'll be able to play more PlayStation games. Shit. Yes, you'll be able to play more games than on the PlayStation, right? And you'll be able to play all the Nintendo games as well as all the Xbox games.
Absolutely. You could do this today with any other PC.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't think...
So then what is the difference with the fucking Steam machine? If you can do this with any other PC, then what is the whole purpose of this video? Do you guys feel threatened by this shit? Because it's in a small form factor? And it tackles one of the narratives of, oh, I just want to have a box that I could put in my living room, dude. Is that what it is? Because you feel your narratives fucking getting crumbled? Your narratives are blowing away. Your narratives were always weak, right? We've always disproven this shit.
This is doing anything other than, hey, this is a better and an easier way, an entry-level type of PC device that you can put out in your living room. Hook up to your TV, hook up to your monitor in your room, whatever the case is, and have a go at it. Have some fun. From what I understand, from what I'm seeing from the specs, it's going to be okay. I keep hearing back and forth from
what do you know about specs, nigga?
Experts and non-experts about the power level of this device, whether it's going to be more powerful. Some say it's more powerful than a Series S. Some people say it's on par with the PS5. But I don't think it's quite on par with the PS5 because...
Of course you don't.
PS5, you have options to...
Yeah, because PS5.
Scale some things and have 120 frames per second and more.
You're not going to have more options to scale things than on a fucking PC, right? You're not going to be able to download mods that will help you get more mods and performance. See, this is what I mean. Why are you talking about shit you know nothing about?
Whatever, but they're striving to make it 4K 60 frames on this device. I don't think that's bad.
I mean, I thought it was just a 1080 machine, right? But I mean, you can, I guess, use AI, frame gen and whatnot. They love that shit, right? You can literally scale the Steam machine to over 120 FPS. Yeah, who is a TV doing 120 FPS? I mean, shit, like I said, I've told you guys, I haven't owned a TV in like fucking 6 or 7 years.
Next piece of this, and the next piece of the competitive aspect is, I don't think it's going to be so much
or at least bought one.
Power going forward, guys. I think it's going to be more price, affordability, and entry. You know, again, we have to understand that the casual market is a big consumer aspect to any industry, whether it is gaming, whether it is music, whether it is anything else. We have to keep them in mind, you know, because they have such influence over multiple industries.
So when he's talking about the casual market, I think he's just talking about console, and he's trying to say, oh, we have to keep them in mind, right? This is what I mean. These guys are just scared of a change, right? And really, like I said, all this is just a pre-built PC.
Industries, whether again, it's music, movies, entertainment, gaming, whatever, the casual market, and that's not a bad thing. When I say casual, I don't...
My boy Stranger Tub says, I mean, it's better than Switch 2. I'd call it a win. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, that they're...
Damn, so Sponge Leader said, Gabe says it's stronger than both the base PS5 and Series S. What the fuck is he talking about? I mean, I have heard that it falls somewhere in between the Series S and a little bit under the base PS5. I'm not going to act like I could look at the spec sheet and tell you, right? I'm just looking at, like I said, the price and what it's going to be able to do. They said it's 6 times stronger than the Steam Deck. I did the quick maths. Sounds about right to me, right?
There are folks that don't care that they...
Yeah, because most casuals are on PlayStation, yes. That's why he keeps on talking about the casuals.
Don't, for all intended purposes, have influence or shouldn't have influence on stuff. It's just how that works. That's what you categorize a casual market, the more broad audience, right, that does have a lot of influence in where they spend their money, where they spend their time, etc. So that's what we have to consider, though. And I think that's...
And I mean, the PC market, right? PC gaming is bigger than console gaming, right? Maybe that's why they're making this, you know, this PC that fits within the specs of the average PC on Steam. I think it's going to be a W for people that enjoy Steam if they can get the pricing right? We'll just have to see what the price is going to be.
Going to be the next competitive aspect within the gaming industry. We're talking about gaming right now, and I think that's going to be the next aspect is pricing. Is it affordable? Is it
spec sheet wise, but SteamOS runs games better than Windows. I have heard that SteamOS is running games better than Windows. I have heard that.
Entry level. Is it simple to pick up, plug in, play? get the most bang for your buck, that sort of
Yes, just about all PCs are, really all of them, right, are plug and play, right? You guys love this little plug and play narrative, though.
thing. I do think that bubble for subscription services is also going to burst. That's just, it's a matter of time before it does so. And I think we're going to go back to purchasing and owning our stuff
How, Sway?
more often. And I think that's still...
How is that going to happen, Sway? When people aren't buying physical, and even if you bought physical, you don't own the shit. When all they're selling is pretty much licenses to play the game, how the fuck is that going to happen?
Speaks volumes because Game Pass is popular.
Oh, so this is just a way to talk shit about Game Pass. Okay, continue.
To a point, to a certain crowd, but there's a lot of folks that still want to own their games, want to own their movies, want to own their music.
I mean, I think those days are gone, my nigga.
Want to own...
Don't get me wrong. I think that's dope, you know, being able to buy a CD, own it, yada, yada, yada. But I mean, it's like, I think those days are gone.
All sorts of stuff, right? Fire it up and know they don't have to continually subscribe if they don't want to. You know, we got, again, I don't need
Yeah, game sub services aren't going anywhere. Yeah, I agree.
to bring up again, but you got the Disney Plus, you got all sorts of stuff, HBO.
Yeah, so you think Disney Plus, Netflix, and all that, you think that shit's on its way out?
Oh, you got
And niggas are going to start buying DVDs? Is that what you're saying, Xvault?
Hulu,
So they can own it.
which I know is going away or whatever. You got Cinemax, you got Stars, we got Peacock, you name it, right? Paramount Plus.
Ooh.
We're not even talking
I remember seeing this shawty, right? Let me see her again.
Peacock, you name it, right? Paramount Plus.
Wood.
We're not even talking about grocery stuff between Walmart Plus and other grocery outlets that have you subscribe to them. There's only so much and so much content that people can subscribe to. That bubble is going to burst.
Oh, so it's too much content, right? So you're saying that they're getting flooded and that the bubble's going to burst because they have too many games. You got too much games. Okay.
And they're going to make choices that are more relevant to them and purchase what they need at any given time and make
And where's the data at? Where's the data to show this?
changes. That's just how it's going to be. But that
Because I've seen data that like the average consumer only buys like 1 to 2 video games, right? I think they said like 60% of gamers only buy 1 to 2 games a year.
being set aside, ultimately,
And they don't own those games that they buy, by the way.
is this going to impact PlayStation and Nintendo? I don't think all that much. Is it good?
Oh, and that's pretty much like the meat and potatoes of this fucking video. Is this going to affect PlayStation and Nintendo?
I think this is great.
Oh.
I think a Steam machine, another crack at it is great. I think this is more competition, and I've
Yeah, where's the data? Literally.
always said more competition is key, and it keeps everybody on their heels and toes.
Oh, there goes my competition. All you niggas just want a console war so bad.
What does this mean for exclusives, though?
Oh.
That's what we're going to have.
What does this mean for exclusives, though? See, and that's what you wanted to make this video for.
To wait and see. How long does
That means there ain't no goddamn exclusives, right? You can play more games from fucking PlayStation on this damn thing than you'll be able to play on your PlayStation. As much as you guys were sticking your chest out about backwards compatibility and shit, it means if you want to play all your PlayStation games, this is how you'll be able to do it. Right? Yeah, my exclusivity. Yeah, we already knew that was coming, right? We knew that was right around the corner.
that happen for it? Nintendo's found a great formula. They're going to continue to do so. Again, PC, you can emulate so many Nintendo games, right? People
Yes,
pirate
all of
stuff,
them.
people do this, people
Oh, what you know about that?
do that. And it has
What you know about that, Willis? What you know about piracy, nigga? You closed ecosystem boy. Boy, there you go talking about shit you know Nathan about.
changed the stance for Nintendo and their exclusives. And I don't think anytime soon, anyways, that this is going to influence PlayStation to put their first-party AAA games or even AA first-party games on PC day and date at this time.
I mean, they've already put their games day and date on PC. They did the live service game. They did Lost Soul Asides. Now, granted, Lost Soul Asides was ass, but imagine if that game was a banger, right? These niggas would have been seething over that shit, right? My China Hero Project boys, right? I'm pretty sure they got another China Hero Project on the way out, but I never hear you niggas talk about that, right? Aren't they putting a game, Horizon Frontier, whatever, Steel Frontiers or whatever? And I heard that they left you niggas out, right? Heard they left you guys out in the cold, right? But you can play it on your phone, though.
They want to put it in a year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, 6 months later. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. Just give me 6 months, right? Just give me 7 months. Just let me have a timed exclusive, right? And then you can let the PC guys have it.
Multiplayer games, games as a service games, those are probably going to hit on PlayStation and PC and other platforms as needed because that's where you're going to get your most money. We're going to have to do a separate video in regards to the mobile aspect here because there's just too much to go over there as well.
Please don't, because you've literally said nothing. I don't think you need to make another video at all. I think this just needs to be the last video that you make about this thing.
Also, if you guys want to hear more thoughts, opinions, and other analyzed...
Hey, and shout out to Sponge Leader. He says we can also play it on the Xbox. Yeah, that is true, right? You can play it on that. He says, sucks that Horizon Still Frontier is not on PlayStation 5. Yeah, I thought that was so fucked up that they let the PlayStation guys out. And I heard that they actually have some good-looking women in that game, right? You know, but then again, I don't know if they would know what to do with that.
In conjunction,
as much as I see these niggas capping for Mary Jane Watson, right?
With the mobile aspect, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'm happy to do a video on that as well. But I just wanted to take time and talk about this device and let you know, after all that, ooh, this dropped, now what kind of situations going on. We had
that was making you seethe a little bit.
Time to think about it, divulge, look at stuff.
You had time to think about it, and you said nothing that was worth even a little fraction of people's time.
So we still need to wait at the time of this recording anyways. We need to wait and see what that price is of this Steam machine, right? See how that unfolds. We still...
Hey, what up, Web Dave, man? What's happening? Good to see you, dog.
Need to see what Xbox's new direction is going to be for their new hybrid, quote, hybrid console.
So now it's a console. Isn't that interesting how that works? So now it's a console.
Going to be how that's going to look, but I do think this...
I thought it was just a PC with an Xbox sticker slapped on it.
Is definitely throwing a wrinkle into their plans, and regardless of what comes out of Phil Spencer's mouth, I know he's kind of rocked back, and I feel like if I was Xbox at this point in time, how many more roadblocks do you need? How many more issues and hiccups do you need before you just say, you know what, guys, look, we know we're heading down a third-party publisher-only path. Do we just get out of the hardware business?
I thought they already were having a third-party party.
We can still give out our controllers. We can still do peripherals and other accessories as well.
Yeah, and hardware and make consoles and everything, right? Just like PlayStation. Oh, but they're going to be putting their games everywhere.
Do we really dive into OEM third-party stuff? Do we really dive into any first-party hardware stuff? Or do we just let bygones be bygones?
I mean, but didn't like Sarah Bond literally just make like a video like a week and a half ago, like confirming for like the third or fourth time that they're going to be making this console?
This is the way it is. We're going to be extremely successful as a third-party publisher. We're going to be putting our games everywhere. We're going to make bank by doing so.
Like PlayStation.
We're going to flush this stuff out. We own all the IPs we had before ZeniMax and ABK, but now we have ZeniMax and ABK added to these IPs. It's going to print money. That's what we're going to do.
It's interesting that you use the term print money. Isn't that what Shuhei Yoshida said when he was talking about PlayStation? Interesting how you said that term.
That's where we're going to find our success. Let's just lean to it. Do they pull back? I don't know. I still think it's too early to tell, but do they pull...
Oh, you know they're not, and neither is PlayStation.
Pull back and not do anything with hardware going forward.
Oh, he's talking about hardware. Oh, buddy, they've confirmed the shit like 4 or 5 times.
This does pose the biggest question. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, he does like to make things up, right?
But that being said, I will wrap up the video here, guys. I wanted to share some thoughts, opinions, and like I said...
Oh, yeah, what a dog shit video. Yeah, we have to wait and see if Sarah Bond will confirm it for a 5th time, right? We got to wait and see if she'll confirm it yet goddamn again.